some of the challenges that I went through with hiring work-at-home agents is finding a good cold caller, right? Cold calling is not easy. You have to be a certain type of person that is brave enough to pick up the phone, communicates clearly, can deal with rejection, can think quickly. It's a unique skill set. So, and if we're going to hire someone, we need to be able to find someone that's good, and that can be difficult. So, then once you hire someone, then we have to teach them what to say, right? So you have all this knowledge in your head. You've been doing what you've been doing for a while, and now think you're going to hire someone who has zero knowledge about your product, your industry, or whatever, and you're going to put them on the phone. And so that getting them to know what to say in all those different situations is difficult or challenging. Okay, so we're hiring someone that works at home. We're never going to see them. How are we going to know they're working? I mean, if we hire them to work 10 hours a week, we want them working 10 hours a week. So how are we going to make sure that they're productive when they're virtual? We want them to get results. So yes, we want them working the 10 hours, but if they don't get results and they work 110%, then that doesn't get us a return on our investment. So that doesn't mean anything. So we need them to also be effective. We need to minimize turnover. So if you're looking to do this, you're probably not looking to do it for 1 week. So let's just assume you're looking to do this indefinitely or for a while or whatever. And so the last thing you want to do is hire someone and spend your time training them, getting them ramped up, and then they only work for you for a short period of time. Going back to my experience, I did have people that I would interview and they just sounded great, and I would talk them out of the position. I would say, this is not fun, it's not easy, but you'll make this amount of money, and and I have this job for you. They would say, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I would hire people, and then I would spend hours teaching them about the systems and the script and whatnot, and then they would work. I had people that would work an hour, and then they would just disappear. And that's the thing about work-at-home agents, is they can just disappear and stop answering your phone and responding to your email. So that's a worst case scenario, and I'm going to show you some stuff here that can avoid that situation. And then the best case is that they work for you for a while. And once they get going and they become sort of on autopilot, it's like it's great. And so it's just like with any business. Turnover is painful, especially when it happens too quickly. So related to the turnover and the training and whatnot, you want to protect your time. Not only do you want to minimize turnover so you're not having to hot train people again and again, but you just don't want to spend so much of your time with this individual. I mean, think about it. If you're hiring someone to work 10 hours a week to do cold calling for you, well, you don't want to spend 10 hours a week managing them, getting them set up, because then you could have just spent that on cold calling, even knowing you might probably rather deal with this stuff than do the cold calling, because most people don't enjoy cold calling. But either way, we want to protect your time. I mean, that's really the goal. We want you to spend as little time hiring somebody and getting them going